Claudette, thank you very much for your time. Let's talk about Eye Care Awareness Month. I know it's coming to an end, but it ran from the 21st of September. What was your focus?
We hooked in with the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, and their theme was Love Your Eyes. And we asked people to please love your eyes. People go to the dentist regularly every year to go and get a dental check, and they don't go for an eye check. And so much can go wrong with your vision that you're not even aware. For example, you could get raised pressure in your eye, which leads to glaucoma. By the time you start losing vision, it's irreversible. You can start developing age-related macular degeneration or even things like diabetic retinopathy. And our big focus is on what should you do? And the first thing everybody should do is anybody over the age of 40 should have an eye check every 2 years. And children, before they go to school, should see an eye care professional just to make sure that they don't have anything wrong with your eyes because, your vision is subjective. Children don't know what good vision is. So teachers sometimes are aware that children don't have required vision. So first of all, regular eye checks. Secondly, what's your diet? If anybody's developing that middle age spread, that's the first sign that something is going wrong in your body and in your blood vessels. And the blood vessels, remember, you have in your eye as well, and they're very small and very fragile. And if you've got excess triglycerides and fat in your stomach, but for sure you've got a cardiovascular problems already developing and also your vasculature system in the eye. So watch your weight, your body mass index, your cholesterol level, your blood pressure. Check those out. No smoking. Smoking is the worst thing you can do for your whole body, and that includes your vision. If you smoke, you have a higher than normal probability of developing cataracts or developing age-related macular degeneration. And in fact, that is times 2. If you smoke, you've got double the risk of developing a retinal problem when you get older. Diet is important. What you eat. You need to eat good, balanced diet, leafy green vegetables, not too much fatty foods. South Africans love a brown and white diet. Pop and ball, steak and chips with no colourful vegetables. And the grannies used to say, eat your five a day, eat your spinach. Well, they were quite right because those foodstuffs are high in antioxidants and we live in a climate of oxidative stress, pollution, what we eat, additives to food. So you need to eat a healthy diet. You also need to make sure that you have a physical fitness regime. You don't need to be a marathon runner, but you move your you can move your major muscles of your body for 5 minutes a day, doing stand-up sit-ups, even out of a chair, walking on the spot, anything like that is very, very important.
Can I just jump in there? You said something very important at the beginning, and for me, I just thought about it as you're going through these very, very important tips and things to look out for. We're so focused on heart disease. We're focused on a ton of other things. Why do you think that message has been lost? Because we only hear it when there are these big campaigns.
Do you know that 80% of the sensory information that gets to your brain comes from vision? It's your major input of sensory information, and you do nothing. You smoke, we drink, we have wrong food, and we expect our eyes just to keep working in 100% tip-top condition till the day we die. Well, the eye is like the rest of the body. The eye is a very, very complex, one of the most complex organs, and in fact, it's a neurological system that can be very prone to abuse. And we abuse our eyes every day with what we drink, what we eat, the lack of exercise, and we are warning people now. You know that diabetes is on the rise exponentially. We have over 4 million people who have already diabetes in this country, and when people are diagnosed with diabetes, 20% of them already have some vision loss. So diabetic retinopathy is a huge risk to diabetes. And as we said, if you've got that big gut, that middle-age spread?
Yes.
That's the first warning system. If you've got a middle-age spread and you go and have a good retinal check, you probably will already pick up these tiny microaneurysms in the eye, which shows that you have got too much cholesterol in your blood, and your body, your insulin can't get rid of the sugar out of the blood vessels and into the muscles, which is where the glucose needs to go. And when it can't get into the muscles, it goes to the liver, it's converted to a triglyceride, and the body doesn't know what to do with all this excess fat. So it stores it around your organs.
Yeah.
So if you are storing fat around your organs, you're already at huge risk for diabetes. So we're trying to say to people, diabetes type 2 is a very, very serious condition for liver disease, for heart disease, for all sorts of things, amputations and blindness. And it's one thing you have control over. You can prevent diabetes type 2.
But this is such an interesting conversation for me, Claudette, but now that we've gone remotely, and I mean, I think about things like I wake up in the morning, I'm not on my laptop, I'm getting ready for work, get dressed, climb in the car, have all those kind of visual stimulations as I drive to work, get there, have a lunch break, hook up with friends, then drive home. So I'm actually taking a break. But now people are spending longer hours sitting in front of their laptop, working double the amount of time, working over weekends. I can only imagine that the amount of stress, strain, the amount of all the things you've been talking about so eloquently is heavily impacted with the amount of screen time we have now on our laptops. And some of us don't have the glare filters. We don't have special glasses. We don't sit in specially designed rooms. We're just sitting at our desktop with that glare for hours after hours.
Well, I can tell you, we all know that ultraviolet from the sun is bad for our vision, but we now know that blue light emitted by all our screens is also bad. So turn down the brightness. You've got it on your computer, you've got it on your laptop, you've even got it on your phone. Turn the brightness down, and there's a 20-20-20-20 rule. After 20 minutes, look away, as far away as you can or from the screen, possibly as much as 20 feet or 20 meters for 20 seconds, and then blink for 20 times. Because, you've seen children on their computer games, they stare at that screen unblinking. And when you don't blink, your eyes get dry, and dry eyes are more prone to infection. So remember, no more than 20 minutes on your screen. And also don't look at your screen before you go to sleep. Because, we all sit and watch screens until we switch off. We're watching the news, which is all terrible news, or we're watching these thriller movies, and then we go to sleep and we think we're going to have a good night's sleep. Don't watch screens before you go to sleep, because you also need sleep for your vision. Yeah. Do you know that your photoreceptors, those cells in the back of the eye, in the retina, that process light and send the neural image to your brain, which is where you see, we don't grow new photoreceptors. You're born with your full complement of photoreceptors. But what you do in those deep hours of sleep between 11 and 3, the photoreceptor discs are regenerated. So if you don't have a good night's sleep, they don't regenerate properly, and they're more prone to disease. Also, your short-term memory is converted to long-term memory when you sleep. And not only that, your whole circadian rhythm is actually responsible and is set by your sleep. So please, stress also. If you're not having enough sleep, you will have extra stress. So those hours between 11 and 3, and that's awful for the people who work on night shift, but your body does adjust. But you need at least 6 or 7 hours of sleep a night. So if you think you're getting by on 5 hours, well, let me tell you, the rest of your body is not. So sleep is important, exercise is important, and all those other things that we spoke about.
Claudette, we're running out of time. We've got about 30 seconds, but I just wanted to quickly touch on the partnership between Retina SA and Novartis South Africa. What is that partnership about, and how does that play out physically?
Novartis is supporting us in our awareness campaign to create awareness of diabetic retinopathy, diabetes, and the importance of caring for your vision. And what we want to do is to say to people, it's within your power. And if they'd like to help us, they can visit our website, www.retinasa.org.za. Join if they've got a retinal problem, support us through a donation. And we really have got a lot of really important information about retinal disease on our website. And we really appreciate this opportunity of creating awareness and saying to people, love your eyes, take care of your eyes, and don't leave it to chance.